Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. On first down, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Phillips, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, Swift. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun. Gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Tua now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone, Makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
We're scoreless after one. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, Goff. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. 7 yards to pick up there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go in the football.
Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it. And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Open man right side is St. Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Here's Swift. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A final shot before break here. Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kaderl Hodge there to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw here's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. There he goes inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. John Jenkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's gone. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Another catch there for Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. jam and rattle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, stays up. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On first down, it's gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed. And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 9. Tua to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing now, Goff. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now it's gone. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. To throw is Bridgewater.
This one swung out to Williams.
And some room to maneuver. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Bridgewater. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon from 8 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes. And we're taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 73 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Hurts fumbles it. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Watchwani. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Mason. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Devontae Smith, 55 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, Bridgewater.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there just before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll roll him out right.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sacked. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Here's Slade with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Hurts gets this to Sanders. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up third and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now back to throw. Dance, and the pressure gets to him again. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Bridgewater now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Once again with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gordon. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 30 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's going to let it fly. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Bridgewater to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken it out. The Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Bridgewater. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Finding Watkins, able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading